Standing in for Larry David. Michael Richards was the goofy neighbor Kessler, renamed Kramer, but there was no Elaine. It was Claire the waitress. And look at this, a lot of you did have extra lives. Now we're at 30,038. Hello, Newman. Hello, all of you at Q12 tonight. The Emmy Award gets its name from what? Part of a TV camera, co-founder of NBC, or the first winner? They give awards nowadays very peculiar names. A lot of funny names like Grammys, Tonys, Oscars. Emmy is a feminization of Emmy, which was a nickname for the image orthicon tube, a common part of the TV camera in the early days. Yes, they made television possible, and they named the award after that. Emmy. 11,702 saying gimme. Gimme Q13. Oh, I'll do it. Right here, baby. The co-creator of which show got their big break on YouTube? Stranger Things, The Mindy Project, or Insecure? HBO? Before she secured her HBO deal, Issa Rae was showing us the misadventures of an awkward black girl on YouTube. Is she still feeling insecure now that she's a TV star with 2 million Instagram followers? Probably. I know the feeling. Success doesn't change you. 6,953 of you are secure in your knowledge about television tonight. One question closer to $100,000, Q14. Besides Sam Malone, who was the last character in the bar in the series finale of Cheers, Diane, Cliff, or Norm? 90 million people tuned in for this finale. The last non-Sam character you see is an unnamed person who knocks on the door, causing Sam to say the final line, "Sorry, we're closed." The last other character inside the bar is Norm.
Think about it, Sam.
You can never be unfaithful to your one true love. You always come back to her. The great George Wendt. The great Wendt. 4,492. Cheers in Q15 tonight. Stranger Things was first developed under what name? Montauk, Barb's Friends, or 11? Remember, folks, extra lives no longer work now. At Q15 here, you had them up to this point. No safety net. There's a $100,000 prize waiting for possibly one of the 4,492 of you left at Q15. Now, this show was originally going to take place at a breezy beach town. But once producers saw how expensive, cold, and miserable it was going to be to film, the show setting changed from Montauk to rural Indiana. And the title changed with it. 2,408. Strange days indeed. This could be the day you win 100K. You're reaching for an Eggo and Q16. Who was the first black woman to get an Emmy nomination for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series? Viola Davis, Kerry Washington, or Debbie Allen? The Emmys happening on that big box in your room right now. The first black female winner was Viola Davis for How to Get Away with Murder in 2015. When Kerry Washington was nominated for Scandal in 2013, she was the first black woman nominated since Debbie Allen. Way back in '82 for Fame. I'm gonna live forever. 785 of you got this one. You're living for another question tonight, Q17. The person credited with coining the term EGOT won which award? Emmy, Grammy, or neither? There are only 15 members in this club. I had a spinning bow tie. Wasn't really a thing, this EGOT thing. It wasn't really a thing until Tracy Morgan's character in 30 Rock obsessed about winning an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony, wearing the EGOT necklace once owned by Miami Vice co-star Philip Michael Thomas, who coined the phrase, but won none of them. Neither. Not an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, or a Tony for Philip Michael Thomas, and 616 of you knew that one. You're that much closer to winning our Emmy in the form of cash money. I just want to keep showing off that Emmy. I've never been this close to an Emmy. Q18, a guest appearance on The Big Bang Theory led which of these actors to his first acting Emmy win? Christopher Lloyd, Leonard Nimoy, or Bob Newhart? Isn't life funny? This guy was a groundbreaking stand-up comic in the late 50s, starred in 4 eponymous TV shows over the ensuing decades. But Bob Newhart did not win his first Emmy until 2013 for guesting on The Big Bang Theory as Professor Proton. 340 of you left after that one, you have a buttoned-up mind for trivia, and you're getting Q19. Which character from the X-Files won its actor an Emmy? Scully, Mulder, or neither? Ooh, another neither question. Trust no one except yourself. Unless you don't know the answer, then don't trust yourself either. If you were skeptical that it would be Special Agent Fox Mulder winning David Duchovny the award, you were right. Gillian Anderson took home the award in '97 for portraying Special Agent Dana Scully. 153 of you knew that one. We're down to 153 after over 800,000 began the game. The truth is out there, folks. And so is that $100,000 prize. Here's Q20. Which of these shows explored virtual reality in an episode? Murder, She Wrote, Murphy Brown, or The Golden Girls? 300,000 HQDs watching to see what happens here. Yeah, this is riveting. Probably more exciting than watching Marvelous Mrs. Maisel win again, right? These are all vintage shows. Only one was truly ahead of its time on tech. When Jessica Fletcher wasn't busy combating the absurdly high murder rate in Cabot Cove, Maine, she was helping a Silicon Valley company with their virtual reality murder mystery. Murder, She Wrote. It's murder. 73. Just 73 HQDs left after that one. She may have written murder. I'm writing Q21 right now. What category was not included in the one-time only Super Emmy ceremony? Director of the Year, Actress of the Year, or Series of the Year? I need another sip. My Marco Rubio moment. The Super Emmy was a super disaster. In 1974, the TV Academy decided to pick comedies versus dramas, miniseries versus telefilms in super categories. There were winners for actors, directors, and writers, but not for overall series. Series of the Year was not included. Oh mama, 22. Just 22 of you left after question 21. 22 after 800,000 plus of you started the game. $100,000 prize is on the line. By the way, Alan Alda and Mary Tyler Moore, they complained about that Super Emmy and the Emmys that never happened again. But you know what's happening again? This quiz. More questions. Q23. Which of these was the last legal drama to win an Emmy for an outstanding drama series? The Good Wife, The Practice, or Law and Order? We are down to 22 players on question 23. Haven't been here in a while, folks. This is approaching uncharted territory. Law and Order actually only won one Emmy for outstanding drama series in their 240 years on television. That was back in 1997. The Good Wife saw Juliana Margulies win twice for Best Actress. But this question asks about the show, not the actors. And The Practice was the last pure legal drama to win in 98 and 99, and 12 of you, the Dirty Dozen, 12 HQDs left after Q23. Practice? We talking about Practice? Yeah, you're talking about The Practice. You knew The Practice. But are you ready for the game? This could be the game. The game could be decided here, folks. We're down to that few people. There could be one person left at Q24. Or maybe nobody gets this right, and we do this again in about 15, 20 minutes, all right? Q24. Which of these talented actresses has been nominated for a Primetime Emmy? Lauren Graham, Mila Kunis, or Patricia Richardson? There are only so many nominations to give out, so there are bound to be some snubs. We started with nearly 1 million players, and we're down to 12. Who's gonna get snubbed, and who's taking home that prize? The Gilmore Girls and That 70s Show were both massive hits, but no award show glory for the leads Lauren and Mila. No, don't cry for them. They've both made boatloads of money. But Patricia Richardson received 4 nominations for her work on Home Improvement, Jill Taylor, and now there were 8. Oh, then there were 8. The Elite 8. 8 feeling great at Q24. Fans of Home Improvement, you've gotten so far tonight. You've answered 24 questions correctly consecutively. The odds of that are kind of ridiculous. Can you answer 25? Can you stay alive at Q25 for $100,000? We could see it right here. Which of these phrases was spoken on the first Star Trek TV series to be broadcast? Beam me up, Scotty. Beam us up, Scotty. Or Scotty, beam us up. Talking to me? You talking to me? I'm Scotty. I'm Scotty. No, the actor who played Scotty on Star Trek, James Doohan, titled his autobiography, Beam Me Up, Scotty. But guess what? That exact phrase was never spoken in Star Trek. For $100,000, Scotty, beam us up is your answer, and now we have 7. We lost 1 who did not answer in time. 7 were not fooled by the Mandela effect. It does not affect you. Scotty, beam us up was what was actually said. The mighty 7 left here, the significant 7, the magnificent 7, Mickey Mantle, in the game for Q26, $100,000. You're living long and prospering. Can you make it this far? Q26. What series had the greatest number of performers win Emmys for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy? The Golden Girls, Cheers, or Sex and the City? Oh my, 100K. It could be your day. One of the magnificent 7 here. From 86 to 88, 3 of the 4 leads on this show won an Emmy. First, Betty White, then Rue McClanahan, then B. Arthur. No love for Estelle Getty, but a lot of love for the Golden Girls. And a lot of love for our final 4 contenders left in the game here. Oh my goodness. Remember, if nobody answers the next question correctly, there's a chance that could happen. If nobody answers correctly, we are doing a new game, 15 new questions in a matter of moments. So stay close by your phone. But right now, we're down to 4 HQs. Lou Gehrig, 4. I got to know all the Yankee numbers. 4, even though I'm a Mets fan. 4 players left at Q27 for $100,000. Which person has not been Emmy nominated for playing a character who shares his real last name? John Larroquette, Matt LeBlanc, or Larry David? Not been nominated. That means 2 of them have and 1 has not. Whew, $100,000. $100,000. Say it. $100,000. Could be happening. Could be given away to someone right here. I think we've never gotten to Q27. We've never gone past Q27. We did this once before or twice before, and we got to Q27. We're at the breaking point here. Larry David. Larry is pretty good as Larry David in Curb Your Enthusiasm. And Matt LeBlanc was nominated for playing Matt LeBlanc in Episodes. But while John Larroquette was nominated for the John Larroquette Show, he played a character called John Hemingway, and it's a farewell to arms for the 2 of you who answered Matt LeBlanc. But the sun also rises, and so does question 28. For the final 2 HQs left after nearly 1 million of you started this game, down to 2. Derek Jeter, the captain. Again, I'm a Mets fan, but why? I just know this stuff. Q28, this is uncharted territory. We are blazing a new path in HQ. We've never asked 28 consecutive questions. I might pass out. Q28 for the final 2. Whew. Audrey Hepburn's EGOT included getting an Emmy for a documentary about what? Prison reform, ballet, or gardening? And yeah, that is a hard question. That is a Q28 for you. Audrey Hepburn. Documentary? What? If she did a documentary about any of these things, I'd say, well, that's very interesting. I had no idea. And I didn't have any idea until I looked at this answer earlier. I said, what about Breakfast at Tiffany's? Audrey Hepburn, you know Audrey Hepburn. She won her Oscar, not for that movie, but for 1953's Roman Holiday. Won a Tony for Undine, a Broadway play. She won a Grammy for a spoken word album for children. What didn't this woman do? And Audrey Hepburn won an Emmy for co-narrating the 1993 documentary about gardening called Gardens of the World. For $100,000, we have a winner. We got one winner, baby! You can put it on the board, yes! One winner, one player standing after 28 consecutive questions. That's brillipz. Without an avatar, maybe the $100,000 you can buy cosmetic surgery if that's why you're so worried about putting your face on your thing. But hey, I don't know, whatever it is, you're a ghost, but you're now a richer ghost, a much wealthier ghost, avatar person. You did it, buddy. Man or woman, I don't know who you are. Brillipz, I can't make anything from that. You win Best HQD. What can I tell you? Most outstanding. 28 questions. Jeez, you could poke an eye out with this thing. 28 questions. The odds are like 1 in 18 trillion that you did it. You did it somehow. I want to know the story. I might be calling you up later and asking you how you spend that money and following up and maybe bumming some money off of you. And we'll figure it out. We'll go to dinner. You can pay. It's cool. Guys, what a night. We did it. We gave away $100,000 to one person. Thank you, Target, for making that possible. Thank you all for joining in to this historic, quizstoric telecast, streaming, broadcast, wherever this is. I've been Scott Rogowski. You've been a wonderful audience. Tomorrow we are live again, 3 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern time. I'm taking off a couple nights in observance of Yom Kippur. That's right, I'm the Sandy Koufax of live mobile gaming. If you're fasting Gemar Tov, I'll see you all Thursday night. Until then, I remain